Hello there everybody, my name is Masterofroflness, and let's continue our conquest of the entire world as the Mongolian Horde. So when we last left off, we were just about to invade Anatolia and conquered the entirety of the Turkish army, as well as the Turkish Empire itself, but I don't know, I'm having a little bit of cold feet right now, because one, this territory has a strength of 8, which means it has everything. Air bases, cities, forts, barracks, a ton of citizens, you name it. It's got it. So in general, I think conquering Anatolia would probably be a really bad thing for me unless I have a massive advantage, which I already don't, because one, there's 2 armies over here that are going to defend Anatolia to the death, and on top of that, we also have another problem, which would be the Turks do probably have a card up their sleeve that can just wreck every single opportunity I have at destroying them, and I currently have no card that can actually destroy the Turks, which kind of sucks. Big gohannas. So what we need to do is try to whittle down the Turks, so to speak. We could attack Egypt right now while we're dealing with the Turks. It's a possibility. I mean, if we conquer all of Egypt, we can then go to Rome, and then afterwards you can go around town and then attack the Caucasus, or otherwise known as Greece, and then afterwards we can do a 2-pronged attack against the Turks. Heck, when we do conquer the Roman Empire that way, then we'll also have access to Greece, otherwise known as the Caucasus, otherwise known as this game doesn't know fucking geography, and attack the Turks in a 3-way battle, so to speak, which is pretty darn good. We'll have armies from Mesopotamia, Greece, and the Caucasus come in to help out in crushing the Turks in Anatolia. I mean, it's a plan, right? Alternatively, we could talk to the Romans and go like, hey, how you doing? How are you doing? Would you like to have an alliance with me? And they'll be like, oh, how much? And I'll give you 100 tribute. And they'll be like, Mazel Tov or no Mazel Tov. Okay, no Mazel Tov. Wow, look at how much tribute they have. I wonder. No, that wouldn't work. I want to see what cards that can actually help us. Maybe Egypt's Oath of Fealty would help? I'm not really sure. I wish I had that card that can cancel out a nation's special abilities. I wonder if we gain the Koreans' Fealty of Tradition. Oh, no. Koreans' Oath of Fealty and their Power of Tradition, while also gaining the Japanese Power of Honor. Would that help us in conquering the Turks? Having essentially 3 nation powers that can kind of help us in conquering a territory with 8 territory strength. I mean, I don't know. We can combine the Japanese ability to gain more food from farms and the Koreans' unique units to essentially create like a little bit of a death trap scenario for the Turks. Like, they won't be able to handle 3 separate nations all at the same time commanded by one massive force of dudes. And also, if I survive till, I guess, the modern age, I can use all 3 of these wonders as well. I don't know. Maybe we should try to conquer the Japanese and the Koreans. Yeah, you know what? Let's move our armies. I might actually go ahead and just conquer the Turks right now in the Urals, and then afterwards, once that happens, we'll go after the Koreans and the Japanese at the same time by using the Commandeer Transport card and transport our army all the way to Yakutsk. Because right now, as it stands, we can't really escape from this position. We have to attack the Egyptians in order to go ahead and conquer Arabia. And in general, that's a really bad idea, because the last thing I want is to have the Egyptians, the Turks, and the Koreans and the Japanese coming down at me all at once. I want to deal with these armies one after the other. Anyway, I guess that's about it. I could buy a card, but I'm going to save up tribute just in case cards kind of change. Alright, hideaway, blah blah blah. This is really easy. Just like last time, control some of the territory. He's going to get a little bit butthurt. Try to kill us throughout the entirety of this mission, and we're just going to essentially survive against his attacks one battle after the other. Let's have a ton of armored cars to start off with, though. This is a little bit weird. Oh well, they're dead. That's all that matters. And now he's brought down the size. Okie dokie. So, what to do? Guess get civic research, and then afterwards we'll get both standard and then thermodynamics. Should be a real good set of strategies to follow up with, at least initially. Ooh, a general. Snipe him! 360 no scope him! Yeah! Enemy AC 130 above. Oh, I told you to build me citizens. Where's the citizens? Those aren't citizens, city. Now that's a citizen. Citrus is a good resource to start off with, I guess. Alright then, now Mr. City, you can establish yourself right over there. And we'll move up our forces to help out. Like, why don't we have a temple? The faster we do this, the better. But we really shouldn't rush ourselves too fast. Otherwise, all of a sudden we could see a bunch of tanks come out of nowhere and just eliminate us, which is always a bad thing. Unless those tanks eliminate us with kindness, in which case, you know what? That's a good thing. Yes, I would love to be eliminated with hugs and kisses. Maybe an occasional doggy waddle here and there. Alrighty then. Mongols camp. Get set up right over there. Look at that. Ruins. Go get it. Go, 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 go. Yeah, no bad guys in sight. Woohoo. More farms would be nice. Getting those farms up and running, chaps. Yes. Oh shit. Need to wait a little bit. Oh, not anymore. Yeah, we have enough citizens to fill up this woodcutter's camp. We should actually build the next temple right now. Soon we will. Soon, my brothers, soon we shall have our time. A time of reckoning. Actually, we should really build a market. Why haven't I built a market yet? I have chainsaws, but I don't have a market. Wait, I do? Oh my god. I'm a fool. Blinded by greed. Oh, what was that? Oh, whatever it is, it was dead. By the time I looked at it. Maybe it gazed into my beauty and killed itself because it couldn't compete. Nah, I'm not too conceited. Well, not that conceited. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a tad. I think everybody's conceited a little bit now and then. Alright, gentlemen. That's the next area we're going to expand to, so move up north. Look, furs. Furs, friends. Furs. We really don't need to upgrade our tech. We just need to get more territory. So, in general, civic is probably going to be the only thing we need to research, and that's about it. Look at all these resources, Mom. Look at all these resources. How many armored cars do you have? Like, what the hell? This is insane. This is insane. It's like you took a bunch of taxis and you put an M60 on top of them. If that's an armored car, then good golly. I don't even want to see you guys in New York City. Love how my anti-tank rifles are essentially just giant hand cannons, so to speak. Like, oh, bow, 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 bow. Like, they can't even carry them. I read about an article once that apparently one way to deal with the British tanks in World War II was that the German crews would take artillery and would fire them at an angle so that they would have direct hits on the German tanks. Well, I mean the British tanks. Actually really interesting, to be honest. I bet if there was more serious consideration into training artillery troops to deal with the occasional British tank attack here and there, then maybe they would have been able to not get raffle stomped by them in tank battles. Well, in battles in general. Not to say that the Germans didn't have good victories here and there from World War I, because they certainly did, but when the advent of the tanks came around and mass production did happen on the side of the British, I'm not sure how the Germans were going to be able to compete. Why am I talking about World War II and the Germans? God damn it. Germany, you never do escape my mind. Merchant, would you discover new lands? Oh no! This is what you get for discovering new lands. You get death. Yeah, by the way, can you do me a favor and get yourself... Oh, never mind. You can't get yourself anything. You're a weak little baby city. I forgot. Oh, shit, I don't want to get knowledge. Oh, whatever. We'll get universities. Build them all. And afterwards build the Senate. Why not? Two cities, I guess, can this city over here can, I guess, help out in the reconstruction of the woodcutters camp. Bring it back up to speed. Diamonds become part of my empire. Go. Diamonds are forever. I heard he bought them at Jared's. Alright, friends. You're all snuffing ready to go. Come on. We need to get the stock exchange quick. Even though it has the symbol of the camel and the truck, we need to get the stock exchange now. Now what do you say, friends? I wonder, do they still trade with camels? Like, do people still ride into town with a camel and sell stuff? That'd be pretty cool. You're just walking along the street and you're like, oh hey, I need a wrench to fix my car. And you know what? Some dude in a camel is like, hey, I got you a wrench. Check out my wares. And you know, his camel, he opens up his bag. It's on the camel's hump. And the camel goes, whoa. And you trade with the merchant who has all of his gear in the camel, well, on top of the camel. That would be really cool. Imagine fast food like that. Like, you would sit down in your house, and then all of a sudden a dude on top of a camel would be like, hey, would you like some kebab or something? And then you would go like, sure. So you'd make it on top of the camel, and then the camel would go, rawr, and then he would give you your food, and then you would pay for it, and then you'd fuck off. Kind of like the Chinese takeout guy in... What was that movie called? Fifth Element, yeah. Where he just like goes to the... What was that? It's Bruce Willis's house. And essentially just tells him, hey, you want some Chinese? And he makes Chinese on top of his window. and then fucks off after Bruce Willis pays him. That'd be pretty cool. I'm not sure why I went on that tangent, to be honest. I think I want Chinese. Oh, we need more knowledge. Come on. Scientists. Make science now. I mean, we could... Wait, where are the generals? Why is Kiev not a capital? On top of that, wait. Where are the generals? We only have one general to kill, that's it? Really? I find that hard to believe. It's always been hard for us, and now it's super easy. What, are they just killing themselves? That's what they're doing? They're just going out into the wilderness and just going like, hey, I can't live with myself anymore. I need to die so that Masterofroflness can become the great and glorious conqueror of the Urals. Maybe before I didn't have a scout with me, so I wasn't able to find the generals. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. No generals. Well, at least now I know we don't need to control all the territory. This fuckface is probably in the most obscure territory possible. It's probably on an island in the middle of a lake or something. Alright, everybody, vamonos. We're gonna continue extending our borders. We can speed up the game a tad. Oh, look at that, aluminum. Maybe he's to the right. Yeah, that's possible. Maybe he's over here. Nope, still not there. Oh, wow. He was just chilling out near the sulfur pits this entire time, cleaning his armpits. Alright. Dirty whore. Good luck in hell with your clean armpits. Alright, so now we have a new army. Good.